I'm dead. I don't know what I thought I was gonna do with that. That's funny. Hello. Welcome to here. Ah, why am I so short? Anyway, it's me, Blaze Creek, and I thought we'd try something slightly different. So we're gonna showcase some really pretty or interesting worlds, I guess depending on your definition, but I think they're all really pretty. And briefly go over a few of Massive Loop's servers. Being a detached floating head is kind of weird. I don't know why I put us here. But hi. I also updated my main avatar, which I thought I fixed this, and it was fixed, and I just broke it before recording, so great. But this video is technically split into two sections, not counting this intro and the outro. The first topic, we're gonna take kind of an exploratory glance at 3 of Massive Loop's public servers. Then we'll check out 3 really cool worlds on the main server from a first-person perspective instead of like a third-person perspective, because most of the videos I make tend to be like this or following me. But I thought that'd be kind of more immersive and realistic in a sense. But I thought it'd be a cool experience, kind of living through me in a way, which I know everyone does in VR, but I don't generally make those kind of videos. I like this. This is nice. It looks nice. But anyway, so while saying that, we're going to get into things pretty quick. So thanks for stopping by, and I hope you enjoy the video. Hi. So I kind of lied. Some of the video is going to be filmed like this, but the majority of it's going to be first person. Now, we've already technically discussed servers and how they work in other videos, whether that's by proxy or as a side subject, but we haven't actually, looked at them in any real detail outside of what they are and how they work. So I thought I'd glance over some of the different servers briefly to discuss, why some of them exist, but also the reason I love this concept, and to be able to show you guys a couple of the public servers. But it's a really cool concept, and I'm kind of surprised that, well, servers as a whole are really useful, not only for communities or companies, but we'll get into it. But we'll save the main server for last, since it's where we'll be spending almost the entire video. So let's take a peek at Cyberverse first. Now, I'm not going to read out the entire section that they've got in their bio, but if you look over here in the direction that I'm pointing, there's a thing. And the About section is pretty cool. They've got their own lore about a future humanity facing an unparalleled crisis, which eventually led to digitized humans being launched into space, avoiding the destruction of Earth. Now, that's super condensed and doesn't really tell y'all much, but you can always check it out yourself, pause the video, and learn more about their story. But it currently has 5 public worlds, some of which are games like Code Razers, which is kind of like the old school Tron arcade bike game, but in VR, which, to be fair, is super cool. I really like that game. Next up is going to be the Playground, which was also made by Moss, same as Cyberverse. Now, it's seemingly intended as kind of like a gaming and hangout environment, but they've got a couple of packages, a few avatars, and 4 worlds. Now, Nova Coaster. It's pretty cool. It's a roller coaster, but on like space drugs. There's a lot of really cool stuff, and so far everyone we've taken to the roller coaster has had a really nice time. But I like it a lot. I'm not going to be able to explain it very well, but you go on an adventure in space. Now, Xmas Torment is a pretty interesting horror map. I'm not sure how to explain the mechanics too well, but it's kind of reminiscent of Dead by Daylight a little bit. And the Playground is a pretty fun sandbox style world. There's a bunch of different stuff you can do in there, but nothing in particular immediately strikes me as like, I need to mention it. There's a lot of really cool stuff in there though. You can do like probably 6 or 7 different things. It's sick. And Easy Flight Package Test is like kind of a plane, helicopter, spaceship thingy that you can fly around. It's pretty fun. It kind of flies like the dragons in a certain other world, but it's really cool. Now, we've explored each of those worlds during our happy hours at one point or another, and I think they're pretty interesting. I'm sure we'll probably end up checking out Nova Coaster as a showcase subject in the future. It is a really pretty world. And the playground, it is a really fun sandbox world. There are a lot of really cool things you can do in it. So we might check it out too. But let's check out the other thing. Our third and final stop before heading over to the main subject matter is going to be the OKC server. Now, different places in Oklahoma City have been recreated to be experienced and enjoyed on Massive Loop, which I think is really cool. Now, the most well-known example is probably Bricktown, but they've also got Chickasaw, Bricktown Ballpark, and Scissortail Park, which I don't think I've been to any of them except for Bricktown. Like, I mean, in real life. And I think a couple of other places too that I can't see right now. But something that I thought was really cool and I kind of wanted to share it was the actual mayor of Oklahoma City, David Holt, reposted an official post from Massive Loop about the recreation of a couple of different Oklahoma City places, like real world places, but you could visit them in Massive Loop. I thought that was really neat. Thought that was cool. But I really love the idea of making real world places accessible through virtual reality. You know, the thought of someone recreating somewhere that I've been and being able to draw exact or extremely similar comparisons is a really fun concept that I think we rarely get to experience. But if we do a part 2 to this video in the future, we'll totally check out Bricktown in detail. I'd totally encourage you to, check it out on your own time though. It's really cool, man. And if you're from Oklahoma or you've been there, it's cool. I love getting to fucking visit places that I've been. It's so sick. Anyway, I think it's time that we move on. So seeing as we've had a chance to briefly check out some of the servers and their worlds, we should probably hop onto the actual showcase. We have 3 worlds that we're going to be looking at and talking about. All of them were made by Brandon, which, damn, big shout out to Brandon, man. He makes really awesome and beautiful stuff. The majority of the time we find ourselves in one of his worlds, so I thought we'd take a look at a few of his incredible creations to kick off this potential series. I really love the concept of this video. And I'd love to do more stuff like this in the future, especially the format. So, who knows? But thanks to Brandon for making so many cool worlds, man. We definitely enjoy them. So, we're on the Rooftop Cafe. We're in the middle of a city. And this is our introduction. Well, not exactly. I chose to stand on the trash can, but this place is really awesome, and it has so many potential things that you could do with it, from roleplay to just casual hangouts. The introduction to the world itself is definitely cozy. It's not overly detailed, it's not too simplistic. The chairs, the tables, it all looks fairly solid. I like the vibe, the style. It definitely feels like a nice and cozy place to just pop in. The performance is really good too. We're sitting at max FPS right now, and I cannot complain. The tables are all populated. It looks like people were just here having coffee. Or cake. It is a really cool aesthetic though. Like, when I say that, I mean, there's a lot that you could do with a place like this. Not just is it a pretty world, right? But It looks lived in. It looks like you could actually roleplay in it. Maybe do some kind of cafe roleplay. But the outside is really nice. The vibe, the aesthetic, everything looks like it's supposed to be here. Like nothing looks out of place. Everything's blended really well. While I've never been the biggest fan of kind of not cartoony graphics per se, but lower poly graphics, I think Brandon did a really good job with this. Nothing looks out of place. Everything looks really like it should be there. But I love this sign. That's so cool. The entrance itself to the main cafe is pretty open. Having, you know, windows as your front for your store makes a lot of sense. I don't know why just seeing an open windowed like storefront on a rooftop is so funky to me. It's really cool. But coming in here, I've almost stepped into a table because I wasn't paying attention. I love the signs on the wall. That's so nice. We've got some stuff, premium coffee, apple juice. You can find, I think, all of this or most of this on the tables out there or in the world. Pizza, burger, more stuff. Let's come on over here. Apple juice. Balanced milk drink. I'm scared. What does that mean? I like the kind of honeycomb pattern back here. That's really cool. But yeah, I could totally see like a barista role play or a cafe kind of role play. That'd be so awesome in here. And we're going to try to do exactly that. We're going to try to host a cafe roleplay event. And I think that's going to be super fun. But this world's vibe is cool, man. I'm so happy that I actually get like super good FPS in a place that has so much potential usability. But I think that's going to do it for here. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. I know you've seen pretty much everything from this showcase, but it's definitely a cool spot. Let's move on to Chill House. Oh, I finally made it home. Ah. Wait, this isn't my house. It's a very nice house. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. This place is really cool, man. This is probably one of my favorite worlds on Massive Loop right now. It's so nice. This bathroom, it was the first thing I saw when I loaded in. It wasn't actually the door. Damn. As an introduction, it may be a bathroom, but fuck, I wish my bathroom looked like this. There's not a lot of like roleplay usability in a world like this. It's more for like hangout or, you know, just casual chill stuff. But damn does it look good. We do have some options. We're gonna turn none of that on because I don't want to die from motion blur. That'll make me sick. Holy shit, the sun looks so pretty. Damn, that's pretty. We've got a kitchen. Nothing too crazy in the kitchen. Some wall art. Some knickknacks. Damn. The sun is really going hard and it looks so nice. I'm assuming this is the living room. It's got a nice little workspace, a little study. The table is pretty cool. Like, when I say that I mean the color, I originally wanted to have a desk similar to that color. But unfortunately, they're expensive. I like the little common area. This is a really well thought out world in the sense of like, I feel like this could totally be a place. The outside world is covered in snow. Holy fuck, the sun is a deadly laser. Oh my god, it was pretty and now it's death. Oh, the glass is reflecting it and amplifying it. That's so cool. That's awesome. Let's come back in here. We've got some pictures. Okay. The master bedroom. Got a lot of books, which I don't mind. Fuck. I wish I had a bed this big. I'm kind of jealous. So, ignoring the amplification from the glass, I like this. Especially if you had fog turned on. Like, let's go do that real quick. Imagine you have some, like, chilling, like, not rain, snow, music. What's the right word? It's not music. Let's turn on motion blur too. That's my ceiling fan. I did not smack my ceiling fan with my hand. That didn't happen. Damn. Fog definitely adds to this place. I like it, man. This would be so cozy to hang out with a bunch of your friends. This is so nice. I think that's everything in here. Yeah, there is no outside, but this place is so pretty. Let's head on over here real quick. The stove is floating. Magic. Let's move on to the next world before I get lost and stuck in this beautiful place. Treehouse Hangout. A world that I've featured, I don't want to say quite a bit, but we have used it in previous videos and visited during other events. It's really pretty, man. Like, this whole scene, this is what I just spawned into. It's a vibe, an aesthetic. It's so pretty. The whole world is honestly really pretty. All the way from the floors to the fucking ceiling. Everything in this place I really enjoy. Even the funky faucet that I wish I owned. That thing looks so cool. I'm referencing something that no one's gonna understand except for like the people in a specific massive loop of it. But there's a tree coming out of the middle of the house, dude. What more could you ask for? There's another tree. But jokes aside, this world is really pretty, and it's really well built. If chairs are something you enjoy, which I don't enjoy chairs as a full body tracking user, and I kicked the wall. Hi. The chairs in everything just break full body. No matter where I've been or gone, and every platform, it just be like that. But the vibe around these fucking places, everywhere that I turn, it's just like, you could take a picture and it would be like the perfect fucking Instagram post, which I know is the corniest shit to say, but it's really true. The lighting in this world is so good. It's so nice. Just look at how the dude, the shadows, the intensity against the wall, the intensity on the fucking chair. I love it. Can I just climb this? I can. We've got a loft. A nice little hangout spot, a little cuddle spot maybe? I don't know. But this is definitely a nice little tucked away hangout spot. I like it. You've got the nice lights. You can see down there. It's a really cool vibe. Like I said previously, the world itself isn't extremely large. It has a couple of levels to the house, and there's some stuff outside that I'll show off. but there's a lot of cozy little like discussion corners and like nooks and crannies where you could just go with one or two of your buddies and hang out and not really be disturbed if you don't want to. Let's go all the way up, following this little path. We made it to the roof. Now there is a sauna. Oh no, I'm drowning. I'm a little too small for the sauna. The sauna's cool though. I like that as a hangout spot. The trees breaching through. That's super cool. But yeah, the roof has a little hangout area. Nothing too crazy. You can also get drinks. I think I don't know where they're spawning. We might have removed them actually. I don't remember. Because you can spam. Oh, there we go. No. So fun. Oh man. The trash can works too. You can actually throw the cans away. Yeah. But that's more or less everything in the main part of the house. You have a little patio area upstairs and out here. And just about everything else is that. The outhouse. If anybody attended, it wasn't last happy hour, it was like 3 happy hours back, laying sitting on a toilet. That was fucking hilarious, and I think it made it into one of the last videos. But that's more or less this world. It's a really nice vibe, and I want to see us use it a little bit more. Like, I could totally see just groups of friends coming here, throwing a little party, a little get together. It's totally got that kind of feeling to it. But good shit, Brandon. The lighting is so cool. I love those. You did a really good job, dude. But all of that said, I think that's gonna do it for the showcase of the worlds. Let's move on to the final segment. I think that covers about everything. Well, at least topical. But what have I been up to, or doing? I've been pretty busy, man. The Hapus and Abyssals, in general, my communities have been making pretty massive progress on our development and organizational situations. Now, our massive loot-based project, Abyssal Order, is slowly getting staffed finally. Some semi-regular events, and a lot more interest from our user base, which makes me pretty happy. But we've reformed our media team, started working on our own website, multiple New World projects for all of our groups, creation-focused events and contests, and it's been pretty wild sorting everything out, and that's not even close to probably half of what we've been working on. So what does this mean for Massive Loop exactly? So we're going to have more avatars being ported over here, and some made specifically for here. Some worlds that are being made for other communities in our organization will be ported as well, and we're still working on a couple of world projects for Abyssal Order. Now, this also means higher event attendance. We're going to have to figure out scheduling a little bit better for official events, but our events are starting to get a decent amount of people in them. So we're pretty happy about that too. But as it stands, we're hosting bug hunting events, which kind of act as community playtesting that ultimately gives feedback to improve Massive Loop. Safety meetings where we search for, obviously, safety concerns and exploits that might adversely affect the user experience, and varied roleplay experiences based on our lore and general situations, you know, typical stuff as well. But it's all still heavily work in progress, of course, and it's only a small piece of, well, what we've been building. It's definitely tough shit, figuring everything out and making it work, while also overseeing multiple large communities, several staff teams, and dev teams, do a job, have a real life with someone I'm gonna marry, and a lot of pets. but the progress that we've been making is honestly really awesome. And it'll be really cool to see the fruits of our labor in the form of obviously bug fixes, updates, and then new worlds eventually, avatars, and experiences that we can share with all of y'all on Massive Loop. But there's been a bunch of other stuff going on too, like avatar creation. I've been working on avatars a lot lately. I've been having issues with my VR. We've talked about it, so I won't get into it, but my full body's good again. My controllers are good again. So we're back in action. We've got a lot going on, and I'm pretty excited. But anyway, that's all I've got for now. Hopefully everyone enjoyed the video and you'll check out some of the worlds or servers showcased. But thanks to Massive Loop, and definitely check them out if you haven't already. But, well, bye. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.